After I met Bill, he began immediately to talk about and address things that he was seeing around me. And I had to sit there in amazement for some of the things that he was bringing to life about it, because I had not discussed or talked about these things with other people.
Lou was chopping wood when he was there. He had just come out of, I guess, a divorce and loss of job, and came here to retreat to find out what's going on with him. He was in quite the mess as far as direction and life path.
I had been dealing with some issues around the loss of a close friend of mine. We had been friends for 20 years, and he passed away prior to my coming here. But just in the process of that, he began to make contact with me, and I was questioning the validity of those experiences.
As always, the people that end up showing up at my door, or I start bumping into a meeting or have readings, are ready for more than just an answer from someone else. And Lou was so incredibly easy for me to get readings for. They were very accurate. I used my guidance cards, which I still use, my own deck, which kind of information. Each card is a quote or an answer to a question.
He had me pull a card, and out it came, because immediately the question I had about my friend and the statement he had made about me was on the card that I pulled. As soon as I pulled it, Bill began to make that connection and validate my own experiences that I'd had questions about in terms of even my own sanity.
Lou had physical manifestations of consciousness of spirit around him when we would do our readings. He could feel and see in his 5 psychic senses that there was more than just Bill speaking.
He sort of facilitated the door opening for me to understand that my friend was well, that he was indeed communicating with me. And from that experience, I gained a better sense of confidence and trust in the spiritual world, the people that are there, their concerns and their influence and connections to us.
We all get the ability to inspire each other, and that's when you go to a theater, you hear a good piece of music, you see a wonderful piece of art, someone gives a performance or a discourse. That inspiration is ready to go, and Lee was so ready for his own spiritual journey to expand beyond dogma, beyond religion, and family of origin.
We all seem to have this common thread of wanting something more than just our 3-dimensional experience of the world, and realizing that we've all been having these communications and these insights over time. So Bill really helped me, through my own experience to recognize it, and subsequently through other people, I began to understand that this phenomenon is common to all of us.
I've seen him now develop his own intuition, his own style of intuitive communication. Very different from mine, but it's really working for him, and it's wonderful to see him grow and develop where he is, a year and a half later.
I think one of the greatest things that he's empowered me with has been the ability to see what comes in front of us every day through messages, in whether it's nature or through people who we make contact with.
A shift occurs within your physical body and in your senses. Your senses become alive when Holy Spirit or psychic energy or the connection between the non-physical and the physical are with you. It's thrilling. It's a wonderful thing. And then nothing that's on your plate that bothers you has much power, doesn't even seem that big a deal.